What's up, EXO fam? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we will be answering some questions that I may be too scared to answer. Um, I was a little hesitant on doing this video just because I never really talked about my personal life other than my car accident that happened. So bear with me. Um, Also, it feels so weird not wearing my necklace. As you guys know, I have a little like half heart necklace and half butterfly necklace. The half butterfly necklace, the other half belongs to my boyfriend, but the half heart necklace belongs to a very special person in my life. It's not a guy. It's not, it's not a boyfriend because obviously I have a boyfriend. So it's not a boy. It's not any member. It's not my mom. It's not my dad. Not my sister. Not my brother. No cousins. No aunts or uncles. None of that. It's a very special person that I hold deeply in my heart. So for right now, I'm wearing this cross necklace and then this key necklace because the chain on my other one broke. So unfortunately, I have to wait until I get a new one, but I just thought I would throw that in because it feels so weird not wearing it. I've worn it probably for 3 or 4 months, maybe 5 months, and never taken it off once. It sounds kind of gross, but I clean it while I'm wearing it, so okay, so we're gonna get started with these questions. I wrote down 5 questions on a piece of paper that I am unfortunately going to answer. But I really want you guys to get to know me as a person and a YouTuber more of a person though, because YouTube is just YouTube. So I want you guys to get to know me personally. Um, so I can grow and become more open minded and more connected to you guys because you guys are all my family subscribers. I love you guys so much. Maybe there are new subscribers watching this that don't know me yet, so I want you guys to get to know me, get the chance to know me. So this is kind of like a update, I guess, on my life, or like more questions that I particularly did not answer. um the first question is, who bullied you the most in high school? There were, is it bullied or just like made like rude comments? I guess rude comments, I mean, does mean getting bullied. So I would say out of all of them, there were probably 3 that mostly stuck with me. The number one person, his name was Jack. Um, he just had a problem with me. I don't know what it was, honestly. Like, it was weird because I did not know him at all when I got to the school, and he didn't know me. I guess he just found someone that was weak, I guess you could say, or he thought was weak to make fun of because I never really stood up to him when he commented. He just made very rude comments, like how I would talk, like I can't say my R's correctly, and he would just, every single word I would say, he would say it the way that he thinks I sound, which he was accurate on that. He's not wrong by what he's saying, but it was just rude to like bring it up because obviously I know I have problems saying my R's. I know that I have a little difficulty talking, but that's because of the strokes in my car accident. That's not my fault. So go watch the My Struggle video and you'll learn more if you guys are new subscribers. But basically, I got in a car accident and had multiple strokes after that, which made my voice sound like this. And it's kind of hard to swallow now. I can still swallow, but it's a little difficult to swallow now. Um, but yeah, he would just make rude comments. Like, he would make fun of the way I dress, the way I look. He would just make these rude comments. But we were in high school then. I've forgiven, forgot about it. I mean, honestly, like, it hurt me to hear him saying that just because it was difficult for me to make friends back then, but I've learned from it to grow. I grew stronger from it. So, if anything, he helped me through that part of my life to become more confident in myself. So, Jack, if you're watching this, thank you. The next question is, why did you and a guy stop talking in 8th grade? Okay, so in 8th grade, my 8th grade year, it was his 7th grade year, but my 8th grade year, that was the very first time I've ever liked a guy. I guess before then, like, I would look at a guy like on movies or something and think they're cute, but I never like was very interested in guys. Back then there were, I think before that guy came, there were two guys that were my age that I grew up. I mean, I grew up with them. I mean, there were two guys there that, you know, I guess were in. Let's see, the one guy was in that my same school since he was in 3rd grade, I think, and then the other guy was there 6th grade, I think, 5th or 6th grade. But I've known them for a very long time. I never like grew feelings for them. Sure, I thought like they were cool, but I never thought that they were cute. Never grew that type of feeling. And when this guy came, now those two guys, like, they never had that same feeling for me either, so I didn't experience that. But when the guy came to that my school in his 7th grade year, he automatically looked at me and thought I was cute. I mean, from the very first day, I still remember the look on his face, which is kind of weird because it was back in 8th grade, but I still remember his look on his face when he first saw me, which is so weird. But yeah, and then we started talking, I think at lunchtime, maybe recess time, maybe snack time, maybe lunchtime. I'm not really sure. I think it was snack time because we had snack recess and then lunch recess. So I think it was snack recess. And we started talking, and he had a sister that was younger than him, but his sister was just so fun to talk to. The moment I talked to her, she lit up the room. You know that type of feeling, like when you look at someone and they just look like company. They look like someone good to talk to. That's how the girl looked. And I walked up to her and said hi, and we automatically clicked. I mean, we automatically became friends. I think she is the one person in that school at that time that I could talk to about anything. Now, I had two friends then that were in my grade. That I think one friend I've known since 6th grade, the other friend 7th grade, 7th grade. Um, they were good too. They were amazing friends. I still talk to one of them, but that one friend that was younger than the boy, I felt like I could talk to her about anything. We could laugh together about anything. We had the same likes in people. We had the same everything. And when I say likes in people, I mean like crushes in movies. We just automatically clicked. And sorry guys, I dropped my piece of paper. The guy he started bringing me gifts on Valentine's Day. We would have like this Valentine's Day event thing going on at our school, so we'd have like red heart balloons hanging up from our desks, and we would have like all the kids, every single kid, bring each other Valentine's Day gifts, and like candy, that sort of thing. But this guy, I think he brought me an elephant, a little stuffed elephant with a heart, and I think that was it. And chocolates, obvious. Oh yeah, heart chocolates. That big heart, and it's full of different chocolates. That's what he brought me to. He was sweet. And then on my birthday, he brought me flowers. Now, he was sick on my birthday. Of course, back then I was so mad at that. But he was sick on my birthday. But when him and his mom came to pick up his sister, he walked in and gave me flowers and I think a necklace and earring set. It was purple because I told him my favorite color was purple. My favorite color is still purple, honestly, but I told him my favorite color was purple. He brought me a purple necklace and purple earrings. Yeah, he was. I think that was it. And a card. I think that was it. I'm pretty sure. And he walked in and said, "Happy birthday, Emily," and then just left. And what's funny is that his two friends, the two guys that were in 7th grade that were my age, that I never grew feelings for, they ran toward him like he was like famous or something. They ran toward him yelling his name like he was famous, running with their phones in their hands. Like, I think they were trying to get his number or something, or maybe just have phones in their hands, but they ran to him like he was famous. That was kind of funny. My friends laughed about that. But the reason why we we didn't really stop being friends, we more just stopped having the feelings for each other, was because back then that was my very first crush, like I said, the very first guy I ever liked. So I didn't have experience with, having a guy like me or dating, falling in love. I was only in 8th grade, 15 years old, and the reason why we broke up, we got each other's numbers eventually. I'm pretty sure I had a flip phone. I think that's crazy. 8th grade flip, that's crazy. But I'm pretty sure I had a flip phone, and I started texting him one day, and he did not text me back like for an hour. And being the naive, non-experienced person that I was kind of frustrated because like what and it's so I started texting him and he didn't text me back for an hour, and I got frustrated. I was like, what if he doesn't like me? What if he's a jerk? What if he's this? What if he's that? And I went off on him. This is so embarrassing. I started saying, you know what? This is not gonna work. I thought that like we were like in love. I thought it was true love. Like we were in 8th grade. I was in 8th grade, so I was stupid then. I still am stupid sometimes. But yeah, I started texting, going off on him, and then about 5 minutes later, I'm pretty sure he said, the texting has gotten too dramatic, I think he said. It's crazy how I remember that, but I think that's what he said. And I should have felt bad. I really should have felt bad. I should have said I'm sorry, or like probably played it off like saying like, "Oh, it's a prank. My sister told me to do this." But I didn't. I did not, accept that, and I just was a I was a horrible person to him. And then we stopped talking. I mean, we still talk sometimes. I apologized to him, obviously, the next day, because that's horrible to do. I mean, that's obsessive. Learn from my mistake. Do not be obsessive over a guy. Guys, don't be obsessive over a girl. But yeah, so that's why we stopped talking. Do not judge me now. You can judge me then, but do not judge me now. I am not the same person I was in 8th grade. I know what kind of what true love is. I know how to, respect a guy. I did not have respect for that guy back then, but I do now have respect for my current boyfriend right now, and I love him so much. Baby, if you're watching this, hello. So yeah, that is why we stopped talking. And when we hit high school, we went to a different school, actual public high school. Um, we still talked, we still chatted a little bit, and then he moved away without saying goodbye to me, which honestly I would have done too. I mean, I was a horrible person to him. If you're watching this, hi. This is awkward, but hi. So learn from my mistake. Girls, do not be obsessive over a guy. If he's not texting you back, he's probably busy showering, with his family. It's not the end of the world. Boys, same thing. Don't be obsessive over a girl. It'll end bad, trust me. So yeah, I cannot believe I just said that to the public, but that's okay. The next question is, why do you prefer your hair down? So I thought I was going to get judged for this because there's a lot of judgmental people out there. But the reason why I prefer my hair down now, I have it up in ponytails sometimes, not a lot on camera, but I have it up in ponytails sometimes, maybe braids, a fishtail braid. By the way, my mother, amazing at fishtail braids. But I sometimes have my hair up, but most of the time I have it down because when I pull up my hair a certain way, it kind of pulls down. This is kind of weird because it was like when I was 2 years old when this happened, but like it pulls my hair and hurts my scar that I have from my car accident. That's so weird because it happened 17 years ago. So it's kind of weird how it still affects me, but if I move my hair, I don't think you guys will be able to see it, but if I move my hair a certain way, you can still see the scar. It's very tiny. There's a little tiny bald spot. The hair just grew over it, beside it, but there still is a bald spot because at the time we had to cut my hair. The doctors had to cut my hair because they had to get obviously to the scar. So half my hair was shaved, the other half wasn't. That is not that. I'm pretty sure that was not in style, but it's okay. I was only 2 years old, and it was mandatory for them to do that. Otherwise, I probably would die, or probably wouldn't. They wouldn't be able to, get to the scar. But anywho, beside the point. That's why I prefer my hair down because it pulls at my scar, and that's very uncomfortable. It gives me a headache. So I just like my hair down now. I want to grow out my hair to probably my feet or to like a little bit above my knee. I don't know if I'm gonna do that because it's gonna be hot in the summer. I have very long hair. Maybe my scar will feel a little bit better maybe by then. Maybe by then it won't pull and it won't hurt my scar, but we don't know about that. We're gonna have to wait till in the future for that. The next question is, do you have TikTok? No, I do not. Why is that a hard question for me to answer? I guess it just came to my head. But no, I do not have TikTok. I'm kind of sticking to Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and obviously YouTube. Mostly because I do not think I am the best dancer. I am no Lexi Rivera. I am no I am no Charlie D'Amelio. I'm no person like that. I am not the best dancer. I'm working at it. Don't worry. I'm working at it. But I'm not the best dancer, so I don't want to download TikTok until I become a decent dancer. Next question is, last question, did you enjoy high school? This is a hard question. Freshman year, yeah, because I was at my private school, and I was the oldest there, so I thought I had power or something, I was the smartest, but I probably wasn't. Actually, I wasn't. I was not the smartest there. I was a freshman, but sophomore year, I would say back then, yeah, but me being an older, mature person now, I would say no. I did not. I enjoyed it, sort of, just not 100%, because obviously I didn't like the bullies, not just Jack, but the two other ones. Now, there were a lot of bullies in my high school just because I'm different, so, people are going to bully and judge me a lot. But the other two bullies, were bad, but not as bad as Jack. But I would say for the most part, yes, I enjoyed high school because I liked being on the track team. I liked during PE. My PE teacher would take us behind the school and take us up a trail, and we'd go up to waterfall. So that was pretty fun. I liked the football games, basketball games, volleyball games. I liked just learning more things. The lunch was iffy. No, I'm just kidding. The lunch at the school was actually not bad. I think the worst food probably that was there, probably not be anything. Probably the milk, because the milk was mostly expired. I don't think the teachers even knew that though. The culinary students, I don't think they knew that. I don't think they checked. So I would always get chocolate milk because that wasn't expired, but regular milk was always expired. For the most part, looking at the positive things, yes, I enjoyed high school a lot. But I try not to look at negative things. I've already forgiven and kind of forgot about the bullies now. I'll never fully forget about the bullies because those people have hurt me, but also have helped me become a very confident person. Now, does that make what they do right? No. Does that make bullying right? No. Does that mean you guys should leave this video and go bully someone? No. Do not be a bully, but think of it as not necessarily a full negative thing, because obviously there are negative stuff about it, but also think of the positive. Think about how you can grow and be more confident given those bullies. Now, if you think the way I will, you will. But if you always have negative thoughts, you're not ever going to grow as a confident person. Always think of the positive, never the negative. So yeah, that's all my questions. So that was fun. No, I'm just kidding. It actually was really fun sharing those questions and answers with you guys. I feel more confident even in this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. We're almost, well, we're not almost like 500 away, but I guess we're almost to 2,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. And if you guys are new subscribers, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And go follow me on all my social media links. I will link them down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, positive, not negative. Bye.